This complete area is the login area. If you click it, tap here, another pop-up window will be open. To go inside the pop-up window, click upon the selection first and then enter the password. If your password is correct, you will find the logout mention here and press to start button will be available. If your password is wrong, these writings of text will be not there, and this will be pop up again and flashing it in a red color. Let's go inside. This is the main page, and in the main page, first of all, you have to make the selection for the filter fit pumps. The preferable will be in the diagonal. After this selection for the filter fit pump, you shall go to the setting page. In the second page, for the commissioning purpose, it is I will recommend not to enable the faults, because if you enable the faults during the commissioning stage, you will be the system will not start. So first go to the input stable ranges. Here you are going to put the high is 12, the low is 2, okay. We will first go to the input scaling in the setting page. In the input scaling, we are going to put all the system parameters, whatever it is mentioned in the transmitter and in the flow meters. So for example, for the feed, it is the high is 12 and the low is 2. ORP low is 0, high is 1500. Conductivity, it is low is 0, high is 2000. Feed flow and the product flow, if there is in our site for the nat food, we don't have the flow, so it is not required to make any setting for the last two parameters in any stream of the RO unit. Then we have reset number hours. It will reset if you press the reset of any particular pump. It will reset the number of the hours, and it will actually calculating the number of the hours of the running number of the hours of that particular pump. If we press the reset here, it will reset and bring it back to 0. Input stable ranges. This is the ranges where we need our RO to give us alarm. So the recommendation for the feed for the pH is 5 and the high shall be 7.8. ORP low shall be -1500 and high shall be 400. Conductivity 0, low and high shall be whatever it is required from your side. For example, if you need the maximum TDS to be 600 ppm, you can put here 600 ppm for all the stream. We'll go to the time input. In the time input, high pressure pump delay is once the flushing valve will be closed, then for after how long or what shall be the delay to start the high pressure pump in automatic mode. The recommendation here will be 1 minute, and the flushing time shall be 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So it shall be the same for all the streams. Leave the last column as it is, 0. Recommendation from our side, or my recommendation, if you are going to start the system for the commissioning purpose, do not check this one, because if you enable the alarm, you will not able to set the parameters which will be the flow control valve on the reject side and on the feed side. So keep this one unchecked and run the system. Once you set your parameters, which will be your pressure and the flow for the feed and for the reject and for the product, then you can come here and enable it. By enabling it, it will enable all the alarms, which will be low level, high pressure switch, low pressure switch, ORP, pH, all of this kind of faults will be enabled. If you go to the alarms, if there is any alarm which alarm will come in red color, it means that that particular alarm is active, and if it return goes to the normal position, then that particular alarm will return to it will show in a green color. It means it is returned back to the normal. And if someone come and they acknowledge that there is alarm and someone tap upon that particular alarm, then blue color will be there for that particular one. For small help, what exactly to be done, small table is given. If there is a overload, what are the things to be done? If this pH is high, what are things to be done? So it can be is available there. Reset button here means if there is RO unit, let's say RO1 is running and it is stopped because of any particular alarm, and you acknowledge it, repair it, you can also press reset here to put the system back in operation. We'll come back to the trends, go to the trends. If you press RO1, it will give you all the trends which is mentioned here. RO2 will be here, but here normally you will get pH, ORP and conductivity. You will not get the feed flow, product flow, reject flow and the recovery, because the meter which is installed over there, it is analog type and it is not connected to the PLC through 4 to 20 milliamps. We'll go back to the main. In the main, once the system is in operation, you will find you have to make the selection first of all for the feed pumps and put all the selector switches into the auto position and make sure everything is working. If any of the valve is it will not go back to the normal or do not give us the feedback, you will get the alarm and the system will be not running, and you will find the alarm upon this page. Now once the system is in operation, you will find feed pump is working, high pressure pump is working, and RO is giving you the required this red light will be turned into the green, and if there is a fault or trip, there will be a red button will be here which will be flashing to know that this particular stream is not working at all. Let's go to the sub windows. In sub windows we have sand filter 1. Sand filter 1 is shared between RO1 and RO2. It's the same filter. You can start and stop the backwash at any time if you press the start backwash, but this backwash will be active only if the high pressure pump is not working. If the high pressure pump is working, then this start backwash will not work at all. To stop it, you can just simply terminate all the operation. To reset, if there is a fault in that particular RO unit, you can press reset to start the system in operation again. The same here, 3 and 4 is sharing filter 2. So whatever the position of this filter will be, for example it is in service mode, you will find a service is mentioned at the bottom of the filter picture. If it is in backwash, you will find the backwash is written. If it is in rinse, you will find the rinse position is mentioned here. If you go back to the main, the same will be here. You will find filter 1, what exactly is the position it is in the service or backwash or in rinse position. It will be mentioned here, and plus whatever the filter is selected, you will just go through it and you can make the selection. You can change the selection at any time, and you can run the system by selecting all the selector switches on the auto position. The same reset all means you can reset your if your filter feed pump is tripped, you have to press the reset from here. If your high pressure pump is tripped, you have to press it from here. This is all about the screen, how to use it. If any further things are required, you guys are most welcome to ask any question at any time. Login and log out is simply, if you want to switch the login, log out means if you want to be on safe side, no one can enter to the system. That's it. Thank you very much for your attention.